Hello students, welcome to Sreenath Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss the 7th class mathematics 10th chapter, which is practical geometry, students. Okay, how many of you are interested to learn this chapter? So this is the 10th chapter. So in this chapter, we are going to construct the triangles practically. For that, we require the pencil and the compass and the protractor and the ruler. So all these instruments you require, students. So these are available in your geometry box. So using these instruments, tools, we are going to complete this chapter. So this is the practical geometry chapter, students. If you see, we'll just see what are the topics in it. Introduction and construction of a line parallel to a given line through a point not on the line. So we are going to construct a line which is parallel to the given line, and that is the first topic. And the second topic is here construction of triangle using triple S criterion. So this is one of the topic we are having. And next thing is construction of a triangle using SAS criterion. And next topic is construction of triangle using ASA criterion. And next topic is using constructing triangle using RHS criterion. So this is the end of the chapter, friends. Okay, so these are the topics we are having. We are going to construct the triangles in different situations. So before we are getting into start the discussion regarding the triangles, first we will complete this topic. This is construction of a line parallel to a given line through a point not on the line. So I will do this practically. So I am taking a paper. Okay, students, this is the thing. So here what we are going to do is we are going to construct a line. For example, where this is the given line and we are going to construct a new line. It is the new line, and this new line is parallel to this line, and it is pointing to some other point name is A, which is not on the given line. Okay, and we have to try parallel. These two lines must be parallel. Like that, we have to construct this line. Okay, students, I will help you to do this practically. So we will start this, students. Now we will erase these things and we will start the discussion. So first thing is we have to take a sheet of paper and make a fold. Okay, so this is the sheet of paper. I am folding it. Okay, students, I am folding it. So this is the thing. So if you see here this fold, and this represents a line. See here, can you see this bump? So this represents a line, students. Okay, so now we have to draw another line. So this is the given line, and we have to construct another line which passes to some other point. So we are naming it as point A. There is some point. So through this point a new line has to be constructed, and that new line must be parallel to this line. How we can do it, students? We can do this, students. First thing is, so if you see here the image shows like this, and you have to again fold this paper, students. How means quite opposite to the previous thing. So if we have to fold this paper perpendicular to the previous one through this point, the folding must be through this point. You see here I am folding it. So through this point I am folding it. Okay, students, so I am opening it, and if you know, this is the previous line and this is the present line. So the previous line is perpendicular to the present line, and the present line is new line is passing through point A. So our main aim is to construct a new line which is parallel to this line and passing through this point. So which means it has to be like here, and it must be parallel to this line. Okay, students, if you see here, The diagrams here like that. So now again we have to construct a line. For that we have to fold at this point. The fold must passes to this area and perpendicular to and parallel to this and perpendicular to this. So I am again folding, students. So it's over. So finally we have constructed the new line. So this is the line, students, which is passing through this point and is parallel to this line. Okay, so now this line and this line are parallel lines. So our aim is completed. We have constructed a new line which is parallel to previous line, and he told name that previous line as L. Suppose if you name it as line L, is the line L, and this is the new line, students, and these two lines are perpendicular. This line and this line are perpendicular. This is the new line. So this line L and this is the new line. We are going to name it as M. So line L and M are both are parallel lines. You know what is the example of parallel lines, students? So railway tracks is the example of parallel lines. So these two are the parallel lines we have constructed. But how can you know these two are parallel perfectly? What is the property or properties which are helping you to declare that these two lines are parallel? So for that we are going to discuss the reason behind it, students. So that is the thing. Here we are going to do some constructions here. So by this construction we can finally say that the two lines which we have already constructed are parallel. So if you see here, student, this is the line L, which is the given line, and this is the point A through which the next if you see here, this is the line L and this is the line L, given line, and this is the point A and this is the point A. Through this the new line has to be passed. So these two lines must be parallel. So we have to give the proof for this statement. These two lines are parallel. For this statement we have to give proof, so that we have to construct the new line which is passing to this point and parallel to this line. That is the thing, students. We will do this construction. So first I will explain you clearly theoretically, next I will explain you practically. So first thing is we will take a line and we will take some point and we will take some point on the line, and next thing is we will join these 2 points, and next thing is like that. I am going to explain it practically. So we will put our textbook aside. Okay, students. So now we will start our thing. So first thing is we have to draw a line, students. So for constructing a line we have to use the ruler, students, we know. So we are taking the ruler scale and we are drawing some line. So this is the line and we are naming this line as line L. Why? Because previously we have named like this, and there is a point, this point is A. Through this the new line has to be passed, and this line must be parallel to this line. Okay, so now in the textbook we are having that we have to mark some point B on this line. So this is the point B. Okay, students, and second step is we have to join these two lines. So I am joining these two lines, these 2 points. I am joining these 2 points, and third step is I have to take the compass and I have to take some radius and draw an arc. So now I am taking the compass. This is the compass, students, and you have to open it and you have to insert it and make sure that these 2 ends. So if you want you can remove this also, but make sure with this, students, take care with this, so it is sharp and it may hits you. So I am placing here. So these 2 must be same, students. You have to check by placing it on ground or anything, and you have to make sure that these 2 must be at the same height. After checking it, we have to tighten this screw, students. After confirming these two are the same height, we have to tight this. So this is the compass which is ready for drawings construction, students. So here what he is saying is, students, you have to make B as the center and you have to take some radius, whatever the radius you want, take it and cut this. So for that I am taking some radius. I am measuring that radius, students. How to measure that is thing I will explain you in the next step clearly. That I am taking the 2 centimeters radius, students, between these two ends. So between this is the metal end and this is the pencil end. Between these two ends the distance is 2 centimeters. So is it visible to you, students? Is it visible to you? Is it visible to you? That is the thing, students. So I am taking that radius and I am here, what he has said is make B as the center. So wherever the center, you have to place this metal edge at the center. I am placing at this center and drawing an arc, and it must cut A and L. So I have constructed an arc. Okay, students. So it is cutting the both the things. Okay, so name this point, intersection point, as D and this point as C. Okay, students. Next thing, what we have to do. So now with A as center, so now we have to, previously we have make this as the center, now we have to make this as the center and the same radius as in step 3. So previously how much radius we have taken here, I have told you I am taking the 2 centimeters radius. So same radius you have to take and this as the center. Again you have to cut this line with an arc like this. Now I will show you how to do this. So I have told you previously we must have to take the 2 centimeters radius. Have you seen this, the 2 centimeters radius, and A is the center. So place this metal edge at the point A and you have to draw a curve like this. So okay, students, this is the case. Like that you have to draw, students. Okay, students. So this is the thing. So we have to name these things. So after cutting this arc, they have named these arcs. You can see the cutting point here, it is what? It is the G, and at some other points you can take any arbitrary point, it is E, and at some point it is F. This step is completed. Now what is the next step? Place the point tip of the compass at C. Now we have to place this metal edge at this C, and you have to place this pencil at D, and you have to measure the distance between C and D. And okay, students, you have to measure this distance in this step. And after completing this measuring distance between these 2 points with the same radius, we have to place this metal edge at G, and you have to make a cut. Don't worry, I will explain you clearly. You have to place this metal edge at C and you have to place this pencil edge at D. Okay, so I am placing at D so that you will get the distance between these 2 points. Okay, students, after getting the distance between these 2 points with the same radius, so don't disturb the distance between these 2 things, don't disturb this arrangement. Take this as it is and place this metal edge at G and cut this curve like that. Okay, students, so and that is the point, they have named it as H. H. So through this point you have to draw a straight line. Students, through this line we have to draw a straight line. If you see, these two lines are straight lines, parallel lines. Why, sir? Means here this angle and this angle are the alternate interior angles, and these two angles are equal. Why? Because the distance between these 2 points and the distance between these 2 points are equal. Like that we have constructed. So as long these two angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal, this line is parallel. So we know regarding the properties of parallel lines, whenever the two lines are parallel, their alternate interior angles are equal, which means this angle and this angle are equal, this angle and this angle are equal. So this is the one of the property of parallel lines. So here these angles are equal, so these two lines are parallel. So finally this is the reason here also these two lines are parallel. That's it, friends. We have completed our discussion regarding the first topic. We have completed this topic. So now we turn to next, construction of triangles. So basically, to construct a triangle, you know the triangle is like that, and the triangle have three sides. It is one side, second side, third side, and it is having three angles. This is the one angle, this is the second angle, this is the third angle. So three sides, three angles, and it is having three vertices. You know it already. This is the one vertex, two vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. So to construct a triangle, we must need these three sides and three angles. So we need 6 measurements to construct a triangle. But here we are using some tricks, and by using those tricks, we just need only three measurements. So using 3 measurements, we can construct a full triangle. That is the beauty of this lecture, students, this chapter. So don't miss this chance. So we are going to construct the triangles only using 3 measurements out of 6 measurements. Sometimes we will take side lengths, sometimes we will take angles. Using all these things, we are going to construct the triangles practically, friends. Okay, that is the case. So now we will do this task, students. So it is the construction of triangle, and in this construction we are using a Triple-S criterion. So here what is happening is that, students, constructing a triangle when the lengths of its 3 sides are known. So here he is giving the 3 side lengths of a triangle. If you see here, this is the side 1, this side 2, this side. So these 3 side lengths are given, and any one of the angle is not given, only the sides. So here we are going to construct this. How to do this task? We are going to solve this, students. Okay, so we will do this task. So we are going to start. So this is the example 1, students. So what he is telling the example 1. So construct a triangle ABC. We are going to construct some triangle, students. So the triangle is like that. It is having 3 vertices, vertex A, vertex B and vertex C, and he has given the 3 side lengths. So AB, so distance between A and B, this side length is 5 centimeters, and this side length BC is 6 centimeters, and this side length is 7 centimeters. So we have to construct the full triangle. How to do this? I will explain you. If you see here, it is the rough sketch. Okay, students, I will explain you clearly. I am placing it behind. So first step is that, students, we have to construct a rough sketch, students. So draw a triangle, students, of whatever the just with your hand draw triangle, and place the vertices and the information what he has given, what the information he has given for you in the question. You have to do the task, students. So after doing that, what you have to do is, First thing is this, and next thing is every time the basic rule is we have to draw the base first. Okay students, you have to draw the base first. So we have to do this thing. So even though if he has given you only one side length, you have to use that side length as a base. So we know basically also constructing a buildings or constructions, every time the base or the foundation is the important thing. So if you complete the base or the foundation, then only we have to go for the first floor or the upper things, so that it will becomes very strong, it will be good. So if the foundation is good, the building is good. So that is the thing. First thing, he has given 3 side lengths, use any of the length as a base. So here we are using BC equal to 6 centimeters. So first thing we have to draw this. So for that we will use the scale students, and in the scale just take this scale, and you know its scale is having 0 centimeters here, no? So at 0 centimeters make one point, make one dot like this, and he has given that 6 centimeters. So at the 6 on the scale make another dot like this. Okay students, so now join these 2 dots along the edge of the scale. So it is like that. So it is the point C and it is the point B, and the distance between these two is 6 centimeters. We have constructed the downside. Next thing is what? We have to construct the other 2 sides. So he told you that the distance between A and B, the side length of AB is 5 centimeters. To construct this, you have to take the compass. So before going to do practicals or drawings with compass, make sure these two must be have same height. For that I am checking the height. So if you are sure about the height, tight it, so that you have to tight it students. Have to tight it very tightly. So after that we have to look for 5 centimeters. So for that you have to use the compass, and it is having 2 edges, one is metal edge and another is pencil edge. So place this metal edge at the 0 of the scale, and next pencil edge at the 5 centimeters. So this is the 0 and this is the 5 centimeters. It is the 5 centimeters. Have you seen this students? Is it visible for you? Zero and 5. So the distance between these 2 points must be 5 centimeters. So with this thing, and place this metal edge at B, which means taking B as the center. Taking B as the center. Taking B as the center, we have to draw an arc like this. Okay students, next thing is you have to see for AC, which is 7 centimeters. Same process, you have to place these 2 ends at the 0 of the scale and at the 7 centimeters. Have you seen students? It is 7 here. So take this metal edge and place it as C and make C as the center and draw another arc. Have you seen these students? These 2 arcs are not coincide. So we have to do the work again students. So for that you have to extend this arc. So we know the distance between these 2 points is 5 centimeters. Again you have to place the 5 centimeters distance between these 2 points, metal edge and the pencil edge. You have to take care while doing this construction students. Even the 1 centimeter difference is also a difference. You have to place at this point and you have to draw like this. So what you observe, students, these two arcs intersect at this point, and this is called as the third vertex, the vertex A. So now we are getting the three vertices. Next thing is we have to join these two vertices and these two vertices with a straight line using a scale. The process is so simple. You have to join these things and this thing. That's it, students. Our triangle is completed. So the distance between these two things is 5 centimeters, and the distance between these two things is 7 centimeters. Like that we have to do the task, students. Okay, so simple now. So in your textbook also the same procedure is followed. I have explained you the technique which you have. So if you see here also, first they have drawn the base, and next thing is they have drawn an arc and another arc and intersection point, and the triangle is completed. That's it, students. So now we're moving to the next topic, which is construction of a triangle when the lengths of the two sides and the measures of the angle between them is known and SAS criterion. So here what is happening is we have to construct a triangle, students, and what information they are providing? Side lengths. So either this side length they are giving, and the angle between these two side lengths, which is called as the included angle. This angle and this side length are given. So in this way, how to complete the complete triangle like before, students. Okay, if you see here, example 2, PQR is the triangle, and they said that PQ length is 3 centimeters and QR length is 5.5 centimeters, and the angle between PQ and QR is 60 degrees. Okay, students, we have to do this task. So if you see here, I will explain you all these things. Like that you have to construct the triangle. Don't worry, I will explain you clearly. I'm going to explain you, students. This is the situation. So first thing is drawing a rough sketch, students. It is the most important thing, so that only you will get some ideas. So he is given that vertices is P and Q and R. Okay, students, P, Q and R. So they have given you this PQ side length, which is 3 centimeters, and QR side length, which is 5.5 centimeters, and angle which is 60 degrees. How to do this task, students? First thing is rough sketch, students. This is the first thing you have to do. So after completing it, what you have to do is that, students, you have to construct the base. QR is the base. For that we use the scale, and we are placing the scale. How much distance between these two vertices? That is 5.5 centimeters. So look at for the 0 on the scale and the 5.5. So we know there is 5 on scale and 6 on scale, but where 5.5 it is? If you clearly observe, there are 10 divisions between 5 and 6, and there is one small division which is greater than the remaining divisions, and that is the midpoint, and that is the 5.5. So you have to make a dot at that 5.5, and after that you have to join these 2 points. You have to join these 2 points. This is the point 1, this is the point 2. So it is the Q and it is the R, students. Okay, the distance is 5.5 centimeters. So have used this one measurement and constructed this triangle. Now what he has given you is that at Q the angle is 60 degrees. How to do it? So for that we will use the protractor, students. It will be very useful and very easy to do this. This is called as protractor. I think you know about this, and there are angles between this. So you have to place the center of the protractor at any of the vertex. So here the angle is at Q, so we are placing matching at this thing. If you see here, the center of the point on this line are coincide perfectly. Now we have to look for 60 degrees and you have to look from this side. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So this is the point. You have to mark there at this point wherever there is 60 degrees. And you have to use the scale and you have to draw a ray. Ray means which will goes on like that. Okay students, so on this ray, so this is the angle called as 60 degrees. So we have used this clue and this clue. We have used one side, one angle. What we are left is this side students. What its length? It is 3 centimeters from Q to P. So again you have to use the compass for it students. Take the compass, place the pencil in it. Make sure that the height of the both of things must be equal. So I have checked for the height students, they are the same height. Now we have to place this metal edge at point A. Why? Because the distance is between A and P. So it is not A students, it is Q. Okay, it is the Q at Q. And Q and P is 3 centimeters. You have to place the measurement of 3 centimeters between these two edges. First thing is you have to place at the 0 of the scale and next thing is at 3 centimeters. So this is the situation. Okay students, now place this metal edge at the Q and make a cut like this. So now if you see this ray and this arc are cut at that point, and that point is nothing but the vertex which you require is that is P students. Now the remaining process is so simple, joining this P and R. Join this P and R. So finally our triangle is constructed. This side length is 3 centimeters. That's it students. So simple process now. We have constructed like this. So you can see the construction they have given. First thing is they have constructed the base. I have constructed the base. Next thing is angle we have constructed. Next thing is they have given an arc. We are also given an arc. And finally they have joined the triangle. We have also joined the triangle. So that is the thing students, that is completed. Okay students, like that you have to draw. Next thing we are having this thing ASA criterion and RHS criterion students. These two triangles we have to construct now. Okay students, we will do this task. So he has given example 3, triangle is XYZ and the XY length is 6 centimeters and angle at this point is 30 degrees and it is 100 degrees. So we have to construct these students. So what he has given here is we have to construct a triangle. We have to construct a triangle. In the triangle there is giving this angle and this side length. Okay students, this angle, this side length. So using these three things, which is the angle, side, angle, two angles and the side between it is given, and using these things we have to construct the rest of the triangle students. Okay, we will do this task. And what are the values he has given students? If you see here, it is the triangle name is XYZ. First thing is you have to do the rough sketch X, Y, Z. Rough sketch you have to construct students, and the angle here is 30 degrees and the angle here is 100 degrees and this side length is 6 centimeters. Okay students, 6 centimeters. That angle 30 degrees, angle 100 degrees, 6 centimeters. We have to do this task. We will see here. First thing is the students base. Every time base is the important thing. And we are going to take the scale. we're going to construct the base first. It is 6 centimeters. Take the scale and mark the 0 of the scale and 6 centimeters. Okay students, next thing is join these two points. So this is the point X and this is the point Y. What next? Next thing is at this point X we have to make 30 degrees and at this point Y we have to make 100 degrees. Okay students, 30 degrees. For that we use the protractor and place the protractor at this point students. It must be coincides the X point and you have to look for 30 degrees. Starting from this 10, 20, 30. So it is the 30 degrees angle. So it is the 30 degrees angle. So you have to draw a straight line from X. A ray you have to draw. It will goes like this. Okay students, the angle is 30 degrees here. Okay, now again there is an angle 100 degrees at Y. Again take the protractor, place it at Y, and now you have to look for the angle from this side. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. Here there is 90 and here there is 100. Don't confuse, here also there is 100 but it is from starting from this edge. You have to look for the top edge which is starting from this and it goes 100 here. So here it is the 100. You can say at this point. So this is the thing. So you have to join these 2 points and you have to construct a line through that point, a ray it may be. So simple students, you are getting the triangle. This is the vertex which is the Z and the angle here is the 100 degrees and this is 6 centimeters. So simple now students, simply you have constructed this triangle. Like that we have to do this students. Here also they have done the same process. I want to see you. So first they have constructed the base. Next thing is the angle at this point. It is the 30 degrees and angle at this point it is the 100 degrees. Finally these two angles coincide at this point. That's it. Completed. So now coming to the next thing is RHS criteria. So constructing a right angle triangle when the length of one leg and its hypotenuse are given. So basically we know regarding the hypotenuse, regarding the so we know here we have to construct the right angle triangle. We know basically right angle triangle properties. So it looks like this. In a triangle, one of the angle is 90 degrees. Then it is a right angle triangle. We know that. And the side opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse. Okay students. So this is regarding a right angle triangle. And here what they have told you that it is a right angle triangle. So indirectly they are telling that one of the angle is 90 degrees and they are going to, this is the RHS criterion, RHS, which means right angle, hypotenuse and the side. So they will tell you where the right angle is, 90 degrees is, and they will give you the hypotenuse side length and they will give you the side length. One in after this any one of is given. Okay students, that is the case here. And we have to construct these things students. For that, first thing is rough sketch. every time. That is the most common thing. And next thing is what, which is base. Okay students, so we will see the example, what the values they have given. So it is the example 4 students. Example 4, right angle is at M, it is triangle LMN, right angle is at M, and LN is 5 centimeters, MN is 3 centimeters. So we are naming this. So it is the L and it is the M and it is the N, and right angle is at M, and they have given that LN. So this hypotenuse length is 5 centimeters and this MN length is 3 centimeters. You have to construct this triangle. So we'll place it aside and we'll draw doing this. First thing is base. Take the scale and mark the zero of the scale and 3 centimeters. So it is too short students. So join these 2 points along the edge of the scale. So this is the thing, and this is the M and this is the N, and this is the 3 centimeters between these 2 points. Now what we have to do? We have completed the base. They have given you one angle which is 90 degrees. It is at M. So now we will construct the angle. For that we require the protractor. So it is the thing, and you have to place the center of the protractor with the coincides must be with the M. I have coincide this, and we have to looking from this side, and 90 it is here. So for 90 students, even though you start from this or this, both cases the 90 is at the same point. That's why here it is shown only one value. So it is something odd out of all the other values. So you have to join these 2 points through a ray. So ray is like that, it will goes on like that. So the angle here is 90 degrees. Next, we have completed this angle, completed this distance. Next thing is this distance from L to N is 5 centimeters. For that we have to draw an arc. For that we need the compass. So first thing is you have to check the compass. These 2 must be equal. I will setting it like that. You have to set students. I am setting it students. Finally I have set it. So it is like that. Okay, make tight this screw. Now we have to divide these 2 things, and you have to place these 2 things on the scale, and the distance between L and N must be 5 centimeters. So it is the metal edge must be at the 0 centimeters, and another thing must be at the 5 centimeter. Okay students, is it visible to you students? 0 and 5, that it is. So place this metal edge at point N and make a cut. Make a cut like this and dot. This is the point which we require. So join these 2 points, and this is the required triangle. So this is the L and this is the N students. So this side length is 5 centimeters. This is 3 centimeters. That's it students. So simple it is. I have completed this right angle triangle construction. So this is the way you have to follow students. You can see here also they have first they have drawn the base, next right angle, and next cut, finally constructed. So this is the thing students. Our chapter is completed. So in this way, have completed this chapter students. So just we will recall what we have learnt that in this chapter. So first thing is we have learnt to draw a parallel line for a given line. After that we have constructed triangles. So that is the trivial criteria. We have used 3 side lengths are given, and first thing is drawing rough sketch, and next base, and using the compass we have made the arcs. Those 2 arcs of length 5 centimeters and 7 centimeters intersected at one point, and that is the required vertex completed. Next is SAS criterion. Two sides and the included angle is given. So this side length, this side length, this angle is given. We have constructed the rough diagram and base and this angle using protractor and the cut using the compass, and this is the thing, and finally constructed the triangle. Next thing is ASA criterion. Two angles and the included side. So this angle and the side is given. First we have constructed the rough sketch, and next thing we have constructed the base using a scale, and next thing is this angle using the protractor, this angle using the protractor, and these two angles rays cut at one point, and this is the required last vertex, so the triangle is completed. And next thing is RHS criterion. This is the right angle is given and hypotenuse given and one of the side is given. So we have constructed the rough sketch and the base using the scale and the right angle at point M using protractor, and we have made the cut using the compass, and finally join these 2 points, we will get the triangle. So that's it, students, the chapter is completed. So like that we have completed the practical geometry, students.